Hello. Welcome to another week here in Normandy. In the last video, I referred to a couple of the big projects I would like to achieve in the remainder of this year. So let's just spend a moment talking about those. The first one is I'd really like to improve on this shed. An electrician is coming in May and will be putting power and lighting into it. It would be good if I could get as much of it as possible waterproof by then. So that's one job. And actually, as I'm saying this, I'm laughing to myself because I know how many other things I actually need to be doing. The second project is massive. So, as much as I love the property, I can see in the front room there's quite a bit of blown plaster. And if you've got blown plaster, you have to ask yourself why. And if you take a look at the wall, you can see there's a number of cracks and orifices that are going to allow water to penetrate. So I don't know if I'm biting off more than I can chew. This year, watch this space, I would like to get at least the front of the house repointed. You can see this end of the house has already been done. So that just makes sense to get that done out of the way. And then the third big project I would like to achieve would be the digging of the pond. We've got the application in. I know someone with a trailer and a digger who, to be honest, will dig the hole for me. I've never used equipment like that, so I'm not going to tackle it. I'll probably have a go while they're here, but I'm not going to do it on my own. So they're my three big projects. Let's see if we can't achieve something there. However, the job for today, I have this pile of rusty old corrugated iron sitting here doing nothing other than looking ugly. What I would like to do is start making a raised bed out of that. So that's the job for today. So that's in much worse condition than I actually thought it was. So my plan was to try and make a raised bed about 1 foot high. So I think with the top piece, I can probably get two. If I just cut that down the middle lengthways, that's my sides. And then that second piece, well, you can see it's absolutely shot 70. So shot. What about this piece? Where that's cracked, if I cut it down there and then halved it, could that be my end sections? I think that's my plan. Making this up as I go along. So I don't understand. Again, I'm not mega au fait with angle grinders. Why does that keep stopping? Is it the battery? Right, I've changed the battery. See if that makes any difference. I thought this would go through that hot knife through butter. Not at the moment. If I continue at this rate, I'm going to be here all day. What is going on? So I'll be honest, I was quite scared of the angle grinder before I started this. I'm more scared of my melon scooper than I am of this. JCB. No, I'm not impressed. So this was a present. This was supposed to save me lots of time, and I really thought it would. It's so ineffectual. This is like 1 millimeter corrugated iron. It's also definitely designed for right-handed people. I'd be better off with a pair of tin snips. Which is what I'm going to go and look for. So as you can guess, I didn't find any tin snips. This is new out of the box. Before I write it off as useless, although it's really ergonomically awkward, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, the batteries aren't fully charged. So I'll put those on the charger. I'm going to have to come back to this, which is a shame because I thought it would be a lovely job to do for today. In all honesty, I haven't got the soil to put in the raised beds, so it isn't a pressing job, but it is one I wanted to get started. Okay, I've got 2 other jobs to do for today. I'm going to move on to those. Okay, the second job of the day was to look at the exhaust on the lawnmower, but I've realised it's underneath the lawnmower and I don't really fancy doing that today. What I would love to do though is see if I can't get that those blades engaging, and one of you kindly gave me some really good advice, so let's see if I can put that to work. So last time I used this a couple of weeks ago, that tyre was flat and it is flat again now. So I thought it was flat, it's not, it's punctured. Okay, so the grass is quite wet. I shouldn't really be cutting it today, and I'm not going to cut more than I need to. But look, I have figured out how to engage the blades. They're doing a lovely cut by the looks of it. So the multi-million question dollar is that being loaded into the grass box? To be honest, looking at what it's left behind, I think the answer is going to be no. But let's take a look. Well, today is going swimmingly. Batting 0 from 2. It may be that the grass is just too wet. The other thing is, when I do engage that blade, the sound of the mower really changes. It really sounds like it's struggling. I'll take it for a spin, but I don't think this is going to be successful. So I don't think you could see nothing in the grass box, which isn't a surprise. I can see it all on the ground. Last time I took it out, I said it needed servicing, and we're still exactly there. Okay, cuts nicely. Engine really sounds like it's struggling though. It's stalled on me at the end. Full service. Okay, bit of a concern. Haven't seen the cat in getting on for 24 hours. So, walk the grounds. Found the cat. Okay. Hope you caught the cloud of smoke. Surprisingly easy to diagnose. There is a belt that has come off and looks very perished. So that's not going to be that's not going to be cutting anything until that is repaired. So yeah, the belt has come off the green lawnmower, and the red lawnmower just really complains when the blade is engaged and really struggles. Seems to cut nice, but the motor really seems to struggle. So I think I do have to bite the bullet and say, at present I have no working lawnmowers. I need to get them both, I think, repaired and serviced, which is a shame because, as you can see, absolutely beautiful public holiday here in France today, and I'm pleased to say I've had a win. So the angle grinder seems to have decided to come to the party. So let's see if I can break that. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be winning any prizes at Kew Gardens, but you know what? The mantra of two birds, one stone, um, that'll work. Listen, I'll take bets on how long it's going to stay up. We need to get some earth in it, which isn't going to be for a while. But yeah, that'll do, pig. Certainly for now. I would advise everybody to get a tetanus jab before planting anything. So I'm quite pleased with that. That is going to be the only Steptoe and Son UK reference raised bed I'm putting up. But if only I had another building material on site. Next raised bed's got to be made out of stone. Okay, I think that's probably sufficient for this week. I'll call it a day there. The next couple of weeks, I'm actually going to be on the property less because the time has finally arrived for me to move my contents from the UK over to France. So the next 2 weeks I'm pretty much going to spend in a van. I think I have 5 ferry crossings booked, so you'll probably see content to reflect that. I hope you've enjoyed this week. Kind of felt like a lot of things were either breaking or not working, but I guess we've got to keep a broader perspective on that. We're still moving forward. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to leave a comment. Appreciate it if you can like and or subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great week.